Okay. Going good.
24 hours every 2 years. 12 of those 24 hours must be the annual commission every year. And then the remaining 12 can be an elective.
And so Kevin teaches a contract class. You can only use that contract once in a 3-year period. I was using it every year. So I was going to a contract class and to the annual commission update. And so, but if you start taking CD credits and build that in, if you start taking CMAS classes and build that in, if you did 2 a year, you're good.
So say that this year the contract's gonna change. Today,
Oh,
that guy.
yeah, the contract changes about every 2 years.
Okay, what that guy? Scott. He is our, Lamar's head counselor or something? He's a contract. He's on the board. No, he's not on the board, but he's on, like, works for Lamar.
He's so very important. So what else do I need?
Hey, how's your showings going this weekend?
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So our open house was right before it started to rain. So we had 2 good hours. We had a ton of people come through. The really interesting part is the young people that came through wore masks. And everybody else, probably over 30, wasn't wearing one. It is interesting to me how young people are. It's just interesting to me.
Yeah, listening to. Or maybe they have little kids, because I don't think that.
No.
Or maybe they are good kids.
It's interesting. So we had great turnout. We had more than 11 groups come through.
Wow.
And I think we got a good lead. In fact, I got to talk to my husband, see if he followed up with those people, because they were fantastic.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, I was happy. And then Sundays,
I mean, perfect timing, right? Sandwiched in between Father's Day weekend and 4th of July weekend. That was like perfect.
Yeah.
Hi. Good. I'm glad to hear that. pictures were awesome.
Yeah. Probably already did. Yeah, we couldn't get anybody to do the Sunday one. Because I was already golfing and Brittany got sick and I couldn't get anybody.
You should have called. I would have gone.
You sent a message, but I already
Did I get a message?
You in our group that chat? I think you are in the
Did
group, right?
I not see
I
that?
have no idea.
Yeah, I remember I got the message, but we were in town back then, so.
And sometimes I'm just like, no, I probably pulled up.
Was it from you?
Yeah,
8 people in it.
no.
But I don't know who they are though. I only have Paige's number.
I what about you?
I know. I'm sorry.
That's
I was
okay.
like, and yes, oh, I will. I will. I must have just, that seems weird. And it will rain the whole time. Because our daughter, we're like, because we were already down in town, and we're like, Mackenzie, we need you to print out a sign or use a marker. Oh God, it's still taped to the sign. I didn't get it yesterday because it was raining. Oh gosh, we're like, handwrite a sign that says open house is canceled, sorry. And she calls us, she's like, somebody's here. And I said, just go put it on the front door, but somebody's here. I said, fine, just tape it to the sign. She goes, but it's raining. And I was like, oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you're not gonna tape it to the door, I mean, I can't make you do anything, decide what you wanna do. And yep, okay. I hope I'm on the right link here. All right, 5 minutes before orientation and all right, so we'll see. Love it if someone else jumped in. Do you guys have, you have all have Zoom links, right?
Yeah.
Great. Yep, can you look? Stacy Timmerman is the one that sent out all the links. Thank goodness she's fabulous. So if you want to Google Stacy Timmerman and see if you can't find that and log in, I believe I'm in the right one. I just want to make sure. And if one of you jump in, then I know I am, and it should be more than us. So she was going to go to their Arvada office, and they have a little training room, tiny. And that's where their agents are going to be watching this from.
Oh, okay.
Some of their agents could be at home, like, and we got some new people that are, did they register for Zoom? So just look for any, yep, any emails. Oh, no. And she just, here's what I have over, okay. There's going to be information. There's going to be a Zoom link for all of them. They're going to be the same one. Yeah, and let me see if, yeah, she signed up, great. So we got a couple people, like a couple in Alma. Lisa's going to be there. And who else? I thought Eric was going to, Brittany signed up. Eric's not on here. I don't know why. Eric. You're on there. I got both of you on the list. So, did you find that email for today's orientation?
Yes, I sent it to another older email.
Okay.
Which varied.
Okay.
She had that.
Can you try to click in and jump in so I can see if this is the right one?
Join and ask to join. Is a Google meeting?
Let me see. No, when it's, and you know, I forget you guys haven't done this. No.
Oh, that's not nice meeting. Oh, some secret that. Okay, click that. I'm in. No, it should be.
Mm. Okay, thanks, Jackie. All right, you can click off now. All right, so that was the orientation link. And it should be the same. All the links should be the same, I think is how she set it up. All right, Jane, you can cut it out now. So now you know. And so that's, that's something that, I've already been doing before COVID. I was already using Zoom because we're just so spread out. And I didn't want people to drive here, and I didn't want to drive to Evergreen. So, oh, you can click out of this, Jane, if you want now. I just wanted to make sure it worked, and it does. So people are going to jump on right here at 11:30. Yeah, you can end it or leave the meeting. And so I already kind of know what the Zoom links look like. I already know what I'm looking for. And so right when they send out an email, there's a lot of stuff in there, like the dates and this. Yeah. How do you want to do Google Meet? No, I don't want to do Google Meet. I want to do this. Okay. And so, yeah, so, that's part of it, learning how to just log on to stuff, which is what I'm going to show you guys today. And we're going to go over. So, right. And we'll wait. We'll still wait since it's not even 11:30, and we'll see who shows up. Oh, yeah.
But it's very easy to use.
It is.
We have like some family, family party on Zoom. It's like they're in New Jersey. My mother-in-law, she's in Florida.
Oh, I know.
Hi, Stacy.
Okay, there you are.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So thank you for setting everything up. It's fabulous.
I got to get the rest of those emails out to instructors, but we should be just about ready.
Good. And I did finally have someone chime in and say they would take that one class. And so I know you said
I tried to reach out to her. So Corey is doing both of them that day. And she said, and she hasn't responded. I think she was out of town right now, and so it was hard to get her. It's been hard to get her on the phone to see if she wants to give that up or not. So.
Oh, okay. Your person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Hopefully some more people start jumping in.
I've got 3 here.
Okay.
And so I don't know if you have anybody there with you.
I think Mara might join me here in a second here at the office, but I think everybody else was going to be on Zoom for this one.
Okay. And just to clarify, all these sessions are going to be automatically recorded. I noticed when I clicked on, it just started recording immediately.
Yes.
And so then you're going to put them on the YouTube channel.
Yes, I will have to download them and then upload them to YouTube. And so we will, they won't be like instantly on YouTube. I'll have to do some work, but yes, they will be there.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Hello, goodbye. She's like, I have got stuff to do.
See you later this afternoon.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah.
That was the girl that I was talking to mostly is Stacy.
Sorry, I don't have the
She works for Margaret. Margaret is the coach down there, and this is one of the little offices down at Kevin's Arvada location. His new office, super cute. It's in Old Town Arvada, super cute. Yep. So, hi everyone. We're gonna wait another minute so people could figure out how to get logged on to the Zoom account. So this might be something new for you, although maybe you've already been Zooming everyone all over the last
people
year.
I think have been, yeah. Most of our crew has Zoomed in for something or other, I feel like.
Yeah, right. So, and it's something that obviously we're going to really stick with. So it's fabulous and easy. And so if you guys want your own Zoom accounts, you can get a free Zoom account, right?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, so we'll wait till 11:35 just to give people, that's how I usually am. Oh yeah, I got a meeting at 11:30. Sit down, turn my computer on, and
takes a minute.
Yeah. Unless it's a listing appointment, I'm probably not going to be anywhere early.
Is that horrible?
At least you could know.
Yeah. I mean, I try to be on time. I really do. And, you know, and I'm terrible as a coach to say that, but it's the truth. It's the reality. It's where we live, obviously, but you know, it's okay. So good. And I love it. Salvador, thanks for joining us from your car. That is commitment. Thanks.
Of course, you gotta stay tuned in.
Right. Yes.
Oh,
Sweet. And Mara, is that your name? Hi.
Morning,
So where are you at that you have all these hats on the wall?
next Stacy.
we're not, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's just
Okay.
the two of us here, so we'll need to, hang on.
Yep.
There we go.
Cool. I didn't know you guys had that. And is that for all your new agents?
Cappers, that they've signed their little caps.
And do they get to have them once they cap, or if they cap, they get to put a cap on the wall?
You know, I don't,
Cap on the wall.
cap on the wall, I guess.
Means you capped?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have
Cool.
You'll get there. You're gonna get one.
Right? Good. Everybody know what it means to cap? I mean, sometimes you just join Keller Williams and you don't know what that really means. Yep. And so you not only want to cap, you want to go cap and beyond. So you want to cap before your year's over. And the 1 year I capped, I was like, oh yeah, my goal is to cap sooner. And then the next year, cap sooner, cap sooner, cap sooner. And that is exciting. Oh yeah, it's awesome. And then you can negotiate your commission a little bit more if you wanted to, because you're free to do that. You know, Kevin has some ideas about your commission. You are an independent broker, but you are not, you know, wild and free. So check in with him first. Yeah. So I've got 3 of my agents are in here. And so they're in the office, and probably if I end up, when I teach my portion from here, I'm gonna have everybody who has some FaceTime so you can see each other. And so we have a good group. And I got Sharon and Alexia, is that right? And Mara, Salvador, and Linda. So thanks you guys so much for jumping on today and taking this time. We really appreciate it. We think this is gonna be helpful. And so, you know, Stacy and Margaret and I have all been in real estate for a while. And so we're kind of used to just how things roll. And so we forget that you actually have to teach how to learn too in here. Who knew, right? And Ignite is so fantastic. It's really real estate in a box. I love it. And it's excellent. And it's going to be taught by our top producers out of both of Kevin Wilson's offices, Avenues down in Arvada, and out of the Conifer Evergreen office. So just a little introduction. I'm Jody Dolph. I've been in real estate for 8 years. I've been a coach for over 4. And I'm a top producer in our office. And I will share pretty much everything I know about real estate with all of my new agents. If you show up, I will help you. And my goal is to really help you be successful. That's why coaches like to coach. They like to be a part of other people's successes. I'd love to see that in you. And to create that in you too, so that you see success for your clients. It's really no different. How Margaret and I work with you, and you take that and you work with your clients. So we hope you're able to put that all together. So a couple things we wanted to go over with Ignite orientation. And really, what is Ignite? It's really created to propel agents into immediate production. If you do what we say, then you have a greater chance of success. And we have a lot of agents who are like, well, I'm really going to do this and I'm really going to do that. And that's cool, because you can do that in Keller Williams. But Ignite was really created to get you going, to jumpstart your career. And so this course contains a wealth of foundational real estate content about all the basic key parts of what we deal with. And it's enhanced by productivity-based exercises. And we really expect you to do this. So, you know, if you started a job, any other job, you would have tasks to do, correct? And if you didn't do them, you'd probably just get fired. I mean, they'll give you 2 weeks grace to train you. And in real estate, you get a little bit longer training because you're learning every piece of real estate. And so let's slow it down and do, you know, a little bit of it at a time. But the key thing here is lead generation. And that's the thing, that's the exercises we really practice is talking to people. And that's the only thing that we can't teach you. We can't give you leads. Some people can give you leads, and you could go to a couple other places and they could give you leads. Yeah, you know, and you could pay for it somewhere or another. But I think you're capable, you're smart people. You pass the real estate exam, you can do this, right? You can do this. It's people who already are lacking confidence. They're like, I just got to go somewhere where somebody gives me a lead. And you can buy leads too. And I'll tell you, I've done that before. And those leads, they're pretty much junk. But it'll give you a lot of practice talking to people on the phone who don't have any money on Zillow, who want to buy, you know, a $200,000 5-bedroom, 3-bath house. That doesn't exist. So you can talk on the phone and talk on the phone, or you could just talk to people you already know and grow your business through your database, right? And real estate is not the only industry that's growing their businesses out of their database. A lot of new businesses do that. Look at successful Mary Kay. You got Stampin' Up, remember that? You got, if you're old enough to remember what that is, okay. Oh yeah, if you're into scrapbooking. If you're a scrapbooker, that's totally old school. Anyways, I digress. So there's still a lot of people that focus on their area and their core people around them. You know, if you own a Dairy Queen franchise, you guys basically own a Keller Williams franchise for yourself. If you own like a Dairy Queen franchise, you're going to work around the area that you're anchored in, right? And you're going to do some marketing through that locally. You're going to have some kid out on the street, maybe with a sign, I don't know, you know, you're going to really build up great customer service. And so this is what you're really doing. You're opening up your doors of your own franchise, and you're going to start with the people that you already know because they know you and trust you. And that's an easy way. And they're not going to hate you because you're going to have some ridiculous phone calls here. Let that go. Just let it go. You're going to say some terrible things. I still do. It's been 8 years. Don't worry about it. So the other key piece that Ignite is so fantastic is we have some online tracking system. And if you don't have systems, you really don't have a business, right? We're not winging it. Even a paper boy, remember that? Paper boys, you had to be up at this time. This is the system. You drive down this street, you deliver papers, you drive down the other street. You are done by 7:30. That is system. It's very simple. And that's how real estate is too. It's very simple. It's just not always easy. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes stuff is going to fall into your lap and you're going to think it's too good to be true. And then other times you are going to work for some people. And this is why you work for your commission. Right now, you might feel like, I've never done this before. I don't know, how could I ask someone for 6%? You're going to work for it. You will earn it. If you know that right now today, you'll know your worth, and it's your time. And you're going to see great people, and you're going to see people who are really going through a hard time of their life. This is real estate. It's about their dreams and also about their dreams being crushed, right? Divorce and they have to sell. They had someone pass away and they have to sell or they have to move. They can't afford Colorado anymore and they have to move, right? We're dealing with people in really trying times. They're very emotional. Even when they're so happy to buy a house, you are going to work for your money. I'll tell you right now, right, Stacy? Can you account for that? Yeah.
Yes, sorry, I got a couple people who said that they're online, but they're not here. So I'm going to try to get them on here. So.
Oh, thank you. I'm all trying to ask her questions and she's like, I'm working, stop it.
No, no, I'm trying to get more people on here.
I know. So we have some practical job aids. I like to tell my people in my office, you really need 3 printed materials. You need a buyer lead sheet, a listing lead sheet, and a listing presentation. You're going to create And that's already in the Ignite toolkit. I'm going to show you where you're going to get that today, right? So we're going to go over those basics. And we have scripts. And we're not expecting you, I don't know what Margaret says. So if you're in Margaret's office and she tells you to do something different than me, that's Margaret. And you probably should do what she says. I don't think we should memorize scripts. I think we should read the scripts and understand the keywords they have in there, right? The words are specific to driving results and asking good questions. So there's great stuff that you're going to learn in the next 2 weeks. And what I really wanted to talk to you about, hey, Drew, Casey, thanks for joining. How's it going? Good, I'm glad you're on. And I got Whitney too. Sorry, I'm not leaving you out. I saw you jump in here a little bit ago. So a couple things I wanted to show you. And when you come to Ignite next week, you're always going to have your computer. Now I see that Salvador is sitting in his car, and so maybe he's not like going to be able to have his computer. And today you don't have to have your computer, but I'm going to show you how to find the information that you need to participate wherever you are in Ignite. So I'm going to share my screen. And you're going to go to My KW. For you all have your own login. That's the key thing, right? You got to remember all of your passwords. I don't remember my passwords. They're just saved right here. I hope I just click right into it, right? So you guys should have a home page just like this for My KW with your cute little face right there, right? And you're just going to go to education. So they tried to kind of set it up so it makes some sense, right? Ignite 2.0 is your educational training. So you click on that tab. It's going to take you to this big home screen. And right here is Ignite 2.0. You just click on it. And you want to go to materials. And guess what? All of you already have all of this available to you. You've got the instructional guide. You could watch whatever you want. You got the facilitator presentation, all this. And as you can see in the middle of the screen, there's a download for the Ignite toolkit. And so you want to open that up. I've already opened it up like 12 times, so I don't want to open it up again. I'm going to open it up, but if you did, it's going to download right to your computer. And you want to start saving things. So you want to start being systemized in how you store information on your computer too. This will save you time. I didn't do this at first. My whole first year was a hot mess. Why don't you start out organizing yourself? So it's so helpful. So you click open that Ignite toolkit. It's right there. And here you go. You have a whole bunch of documents. You have a 66-day challenge calendar. Not bad. You want to take some time, maybe before next Tuesday, to kind of look through some of these things. That'd be like a good hour of training one day. It's just to kind of go through here. Remember I said you need a buyer lead sheet? There you go. And now I don't love it, so I made my own. But what we have here at Keller Williams, I want to share this with you. Keller Williams has been in business for years and grown to be one of the most successful real estate franchises in the world. They might have some stuff that is going to make your life easier and fast track you to business sooner. So why not use it and then customize things later? Really, right? Build a foundation of what Keller Williams is going to show you, and then I don't know, sorry. So you're going to take these foundational pieces that you're going to learn in Ignite. Sorry, we always got people coming in here. And then you can start to be creative. And if you've ever read the MREA, the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, which I would really advise you do in your first year, you read that. And they talk about building a strong foundation, and then you get to be creative. Don't worry about your branding right now. Use KW branding. We have something that you can put in your email signature. You can print out business cards. You can have a Facebook page, any kind of social media page, all with just that simple KW branding. Then once you start making money, and you can go on Etsy, it's still really cheap, and pick out a brand that looks fabulous, right? And you're gonna get a whole package. You can do that later when you have money. The thing is to start with a good foundation, and here's this. This is some great stuff. Talks about open houses, you guys can read, so I don't need to go through that. So you wanna save this. Maybe you're gonna keep a file on your desktop computer called Ignite. You're probably gonna have a file folder called open houses, right? And as you do some research and things, I'm gonna close this down. As you do some research, and you guys are just screwing around, you're looking on YouTube, watching other agents' videos, you're Googling other agents' listing presentations, you're looking for an open house sign-in sheet, which is not a big deal. I mean, you could use, a simple piece of paper. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But like, what do people put in an open house travel box, right? Some agents have a box, they just put in their cards, got all their open house stuff in it. What if you had time, you could pack that? If I would have taken the time in my first year to do some of these things, oh my gosh, I didn't do that. I looked on the MLS, talked to people in the office, how you doing? I did a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and just kind of screwed around a whole year. And I thought I was fine until the end of that first year. And I was like, is this really what this is? But I wasn't running it like a business. But I didn't know that. And for some of you, if that's what you're really looking for, you want a business, you got to put these pieces together. All right. So let me stop right there. Any questions so far? No. Okay.
Yeah, Jody.
Yeah.
This is Sharon.
Hi.
Hi. I'm sorry. Did you say Ignite was under Command or Connect?
It's in My KW.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So you go to My KW. I'll show you guys one more time how I got there. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Don't even worry. That's why we're having an orientation. Right? So you go open a new tab, My KW. Takes you to, you log into your My KW page. And then you go to Education. Ignite 2.0 Lab. Oh yeah. And then I go to Materials. And this shows you everything. You're not going to do purchase course materials. Everything's online for you. If you want to print it out, if you're a paper person, you can go ahead and print out this stuff. I mean, you're certainly not printing out all of it, right? So you can look at it, see what's really relevant to you. And so what you're going to have in your packet is a little bit different from the instructor's information, but who cares? You can look at it, right? You can look at whatever you want right here. And so if you miss a class, you just can plug in here. Is it great though to hear what a top producer has to say? Yeah. So I don't know who your top producers are down in Arvada. But in our office, we've got, well, anytime Kevin speaks, I mean, he's basically telling you scripts all the time. That's actually how he talks. He doesn't even talk any other way. He just is like telling you scripts and things that he has said to his clients, right? Stacy's nodding her head a little bit. Yeah, this is how he talks. It comes out so natural. And that's because of years and years of practice. You guys none of us are jumping into Kevin's business. He's been doing this over 25 years. You don't know, he was on floor. You don't know that he did open houses. He put in his time. He put in his time and he worked really hard. And then he worked really hard some more. And then there was a recession and he really worked hard, but he already knew what to do at that point. Right? So you guys, if you're committed to this, if this is a career for you, Alexia and Whitney, this is a career for you. You're gonna put in a good solid 2 to 3 years of good work, right? 40 hours a week. I don't know what you guys like, if you have part-time jobs or whatever, but whatever time you're committing to this, you got to give it 100%. You really do. The minute I decided to give it 100%, I capped that year. And every year since, because I actually had like systems and a work ethic and actually did what I said I was going to do, I've capped every year sooner and sooner and sooner. I was a drug and alcohol counselor making, you know, $20 I don't even know if I was making $20 an hour. I mean, it's a world of difference. It's still the same job. I'm still counseling people. It's just different and they don't know it, right? Nobody's admitting that they were drunk driving, right? We're not doing that. Anyways, so committing 100%, you know where to find the Ignite toolkit. So you know, have all the references. Stacy is going to send you the Zoom link where you've already gotten it. Is this the same Zoom link? This link for today's orientation is the same Zoom link for the rest of the time, right?
That is correct.
Good. So we're going to run Ignite 2.0 the first 2 weeks of every month, typically Monday through Friday, 9 to 1:30. However, we've got that little holiday next Monday. So Ignite starts next Tuesday, 9 a.m. You might want to jump on a little bit early. You might want to have another window on your screen open so you can have the Ignite thing. The instructor will probably share their screen and share their facilitator guide and their PowerPoint presentation. So we're going to go 9 to 11. You get a half-hour break. Then 11:30 to 1:30, right?
Mhm.
And this is what I would like to see for my people and for everyone. What I would like to see, and I know Margaret would like to see, is whatever we work on that day. We're going to talk about content in one of the sessions. We're going to do some script practice, and then we're going to make a call at least, hopefully a couple calls, and we're going to put it together, right? Then we're going to have a break. Then you're going to learn more content in the afternoon, do some script practice, and make some calls, make some connections, right? So then at 1:30, you could do additional training, but I'm pretty sure you just learned something in those last few hours that you probably need to put into action. So if we do an open house, you know, one of the sessions is open house. What do you need to do that afternoon? Create an open house file on your computer, put in an open house checklist, put in an open house, whatever the things were that apply to that. And then maybe you should, you know, go to Target and get a plastic box, put Kleenex, hand sanitizer, booties. Yeah, I mean, what if you can find them? You know, what would need to go in that open house box, and get that together and be done with it. Make sense? So hopefully you can time block that. If you can't time block that, then I hope you have some other time built into after Ignite that you're actually going to put all these pieces together for you. Because I'm hoping at the end of Ignite, you're ready to roll. All you need is that buyer lead sheet, listing lead sheet, and your listing presentation. Right? Cool. And yes, we're going to, so in designs, and that's what the instructor should go over with you. So that was the question. We're going to make a listing presentation. Yeah. So they're going to show you in Command where we go to find designs, where you get the print design that takes you to all the listing presentation templates. You pick one. I created a listing presentation template. And so if I already have something created, and then I download it and I put it in a file folder for that address. But then say I got a phone call today to go on a listing appointment for 123 Main Street. I go back to the template, I plug and play, I just change out the address. I might change out the picture, right? Because you don't usually have a picture of the house you're gonna go to the appointment at. If it's a city house, I try to pick a stock picture that looks like a city house. If it's a mountain house, I choose a mountain house picture. And then I just do a little research, and it should take me about me, not you. Everybody always tells you guys everything takes 5 minutes. That's a lie. No, when you're new, it takes forever. It does. I don't know why, but I do remember that. I was like, oh my gosh, I have a listing, and that's all I did the whole week. Like and I'm sure Kevin was like, whatever. I don't know if that girl's gonna make it. But it does, it takes forever. So have some patience with yourself, right? You're logging into Command, the MLS, RE Colorado, or that's the same thing, CTM to create documents in my KW. Hey, you know, like, you're not a computer wizard. You don't know how to navigate all that. So it does take time. It's okay. That's why you have a great coach. And Margaret, yes, yes. And I'm here, I'm available too. I know Kevin is always available. I know he reviews all your contracts. So, I mean, you're really set up for success because you got Margaret, you have me, and you have Kevin, who's going to help you with all of that. You have to do your part, and your part is to find leads. And it's, people get a little overwhelmed and they think it's a little stressful, but hopefully we're going to have some conversations these next 2 weeks about, we're talking to your people on your phone. They like you. They must have given you their phone number before. You have their email address. They probably love you. They want to support you. And hopefully you're going to meet some new people. And it's just, you're going to get better and better. The more you practice talking to people, the better it gets. But if you resist and don't do it, well, you're just going to suck for a while. So try to talk to as many people as possible. Try to do as many open houses as possible. That is the best place where people expect that out of you, and you're free to talk to people about real estate. Okay. So let's talk real quick about what it looks like in your market center. In your market center, where Stacy is, you guys are going to always have a reserve space at your market center to gather. We really want you to gather. We're real estate agents. We like people. We like to talk. And when we're together, we have that opportunity to interact. And so that's what we would really prefer. Now, we know some of you have other jobs and families, and we know. And that's why you get into real estate, because you think you have some freedom with your time. But it is a business too, so you got to really time block. So we'd love for you to be together. You guys learn a lot from each other, and you're going to hear what they say, and you're going to like I like what they said. I'm going to say that. That's all I do. All I do is listen to what other people say, and then I say it again. I look fabulous, and it's nothing that I've done on my own. It's all somebody else, and it's okay. And at KW, we like to share. It's good. So if you're at if you're at the Foothills, we have a coaching office right over there. There's 3 desks in there, and I'm going to reserve it. I don't know if Steve likes to be in there. Kicking him out. He can go somewhere else. We're going to have a place where you guys can always jump on Zoom. So you can always jump on the Zoom, and you're going to load it up yourselves so you can watch this. Okay. Because we have other meetings going on in our offices, right? Just at Avenues. Like, you got team meetings and masterminds, and I don't know what else you guys do down there. Right. So you guys have things that kind of overlap. Let me tell you your priority. I don't like to tell you what to do, but your priority is Ignite. This is for you directly. This is the foundational pieces. You can miss 2 weeks of whatever's going on with us. But if you got a vacation already planned, which is awesome, and I love it, we're going to do this again the first 2 weeks of August. So we'll see you then. But you can also watch the recordings. Stacy's going to be sending out information about where those YouTube videos are going to be posted. So if you got to be at home, you can be at home. And, if you can't leave for whatever reason, you can just jump on Zoom. But we do want you to interact. We do want you to participate, because I know what I do. When I'm not leading something like this, I'm looking on my phone. Are you guys looking on your phone? I'm looking on my phone, or I got another window open on my screen, and I'm like doing other work. I know this. I do this all the time. So being in the office together is the best. And so I'm not sure if we have an agenda. Do we have something, Stacy, that says where each speaker is really located, where each instructor is going to be?
I don't have that right now, but I could do that. Yeah. But yes, I mean, even when you guys are teaching up there, we're going to be, we'll have everybody gathered here to watch that together, so that when we can do script and role play and stuff, we can, break into little groups. So.
Okay. And so I'll look and give you guys a heads up about who's teaching. We only have a couple people from our office teaching. And so I'll give you a heads up when it's going to be right here. So, you know, because if you're in the Evergreen office, you guys could just hang there. But you're conifer, Evergreen, sorry. So you can do whatever you like. So, okay, good. Obviously we have no snow days, no rain out days. We're on every day. Showed you how to find the materials, how to apply what you learn. We already talked about that. I can't tell you how important time blocking is. Yeah, like I've been working on that the whole time for 8 years. You know, did you get into this job because you thought you were going to have a little time freedom? Anybody? Yeah, and you will, right? Like I'm going paddleboarding. You can't see what I'm wearing here, but I'm going paddleboarding after this. It's true, which is why I was like, I got to hurry up and get done with this so I can get on the lake, because I work every day. I've worked every day since Christmas, which is great. And I'm thankful. I am so thankful. I got to have a mental break, and so do you. And so you're going to hear people talk about, look at your calendar right now. And I want you to look for the next 6 months. And if you have a vacation or you wanted to do something, or if you got some big family event, block it out right now. Then do you need to work out? Block that stuff in there right now too. Right? You need to take care of yourself so you can handle this business. Your first year might be an emotional roller coaster. You might cry. Everything I tell you is exactly whatever happened to me. I don't cry anymore because, you know, after a while you develop some thick skin, right? And you learn, like, you know, this isn't an emergency and I can solve this. I'm a good problem solver. And that's what you're going to say to yourself too. If you're a good problem solver, man, you are aces on, right? This is going to be fantastic for you. If you can stay calm and be that steady for your clients, they're going to love you for that. We can't participate in their drama. When you go home, you can do whatever you want, but you have to be that calm person. I told you before, they're very emotional. They're happy, they're freaked out. Right now, everybody's freaked out. It's more stressful than ever, I think, actually, right now. It's a lot of money. In Colorado, we're talking about a lot of money, right? For even our low price points, goodness sakes. So here's something. Keep your work behaviors between the lines, right? Don't work 12-hour day and then do nothing the next, and then a 5-hour day and then, you know, whatever. Keep your work behaviors between the lines, and keep your emotions, keep your emotions between the lines, and try to limit that extreme behavior and try to be consistent. You're going to hear this over and over again. If you read The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, they're going to say that over and over. If you listen to the One Thing podcast, they're going to say that. I think you should all listen to the One Thing podcast, right? Love it. Or I can't think of the other guy. So think about that time blocking. Time block your most important things, and then your work, right? And if your family is your priority, it is for me. Time block your family in. Oh, especially if you're married or if you've got a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you better time block them in. Have you already noticed, are you already on the MLS, like totally looking at houses all the time? Totally ignoring them? Oh yeah, you better stop that. You're gonna have like a rough time. Time block your people in. They still love you right now, but they might hate you next month. So they're important if you want to keep them around. You need their support. You really do. You really do. So I think that's it for my portion. Any other questions? Ladies in the house?
I have a question for you.
right,
Is
Lynn.
the podcast that you recommended by Jeff Woods? Yeah. Okay.
So awesome.
Right.
I mean, he's kind of weird, but like I hope you like him. So if you guys sit in your car a lot, if you're driving a lot, I listen to the One Thing podcast. It is so motivating. And you need it. You need motivation. You need motivation in this business. Hopefully you go to coaching, hopefully you do Ignite, hopefully you come into the office, and you surround yourself with people who are positive and energetic and moving forward, right? And so for me, that's the One Thing podcast. It's just awesome. What else?
I guess I have a question. So it's going to change like locations from, like for like night classrooms, it's going to be different locations every time.
Yeah, like the 9 o'clock class, one day it could be taught here in Conifer, but because of that instructor, and then the 11:30 could be an instructor down in Arvada.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, which is why we're just like, if you guys could plan to come into your office and just be there from 9 to 1:30,
Okay.
either your instructor is going to be there or you're all going to be Zooming together.
Yeah. And we're going to be in the conference room at Avenues in the front of the building, and we'll have, the instructor will have a laptop there that's going to be set to share the screen and Zoom and everything. So all you'll have to do is come in with all your materials and be present. And now if you can't be there, you can Zoom in, but we'd really love to have everybody here. And that way, when we do breakout things there's lots of different things that will happen depends on the session. At the beginning, you might be working on, some goal setting, and then, you've got scripts and role play every day. So we'll have a chance to practice. This is how you talk to people. This is what you say at an open house. This is what you say when a buyer gives you an objection. We'll have a chance to practice that with each other.
Okay, perfect. I'll be there then.
Yeah.
Anything else?
She said, hit the lake. Get going.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
I know. I mean, I drive past Bear Creek Lake and I see those people out there and I'm so pissed. I'm like so mad. I was like, why am I not out there?
You gotta get out there.
Yeah, got a
That's where I
job.
am right now.
Casey.
Oh.
Sorry.
Is that?
It's my day off. I know, I had to take a day off. You better hurry, Jody, you better hurry.
I know. I'm going to the gravel pits at Chatfield. That's my new spot.
I've never been there.
You should go. It's clean. It's clean water, Casey. That's a big, it's clean. You can see through it.
That's nice.
You
It
can
is.
see through this water, I think.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Well, guys,
Have fun. See ya.
we'll send a follow-up email out and just make sure you guys have all the information, but we'll look to see you on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Have a great holiday weekend.
Thanks, you guys. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.